morning, every one of you. It is such a joy to be here in Monash. I think this is my third time. And how many new faces are there meeting me? New faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. New faces. Okay. Thank you. It is such, again, a great joy that Israeli Friends of Dharma. It's like 20 years. Yeah. And all the actively involved volunteers, including the president. This is a great service for the humanity. So what we do is, the plan is quite simple. We will have 5 minutes of breathing meditation, followed by the main session on the 3 principal parts. Meanwhile, the process or the sessions are going to be more, after the meditation, the sessions are going to be more interactive. Some of you already know about it. It's going to be a little interactive, and once in a while I may ask questions to you and you give me answers. And then the other times when I feel the need for a greater clarification, again you can raise your hands. But what I would say is that let's keep this in mind, that say for example, if you have a question meaning you understood what I'm saying and still you have a question, that will come in the end, it will not come in between. Whereas if I say something and if you don't understand the word, or you don't understand the concept, then you can ask in between. Whereas if you understood the concept, and say for example H2O, I said H2O, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, you know this, and still you said how they are bonded. This is a different question, so that will come in the end. Whereas what is H, what is O? If this is what you want to know, you can otherwise, without knowing this, then the points to be discussed later on will make no sense to you. So therefore, you can ask these questions. And in a way, the point that I'm sharing here is that it's going to be interactive to the main course of the discussion. Okay, so it seems like this is going down all the time.
Yeah.
This mic.
Oh. Now it won't.
Okay, so the 5 minutes breathing meditation, and raise your hands those who have no exposure to any form of meditation. Okay, raise your hands those who have exposure to meditation. Okay, seems like now the last warning, raise your hands those who have no exposure to meditation. Only one. Okay, so why I'm asking this is that if everyone is exposed to meditation, no need for me to give instructions, that will save our time. Okay. Meditation, there are 2 kinds. One, meditation is a means to awaken your true nature inside. Awaken, for example, the gold when mixed with soil, gold taken out from the ore, it's not pure. Not only it's not pure, it does not glow. So we need a process to remove the soil, remove the dirt, so the gold inside will come out, become purer, and to radiate and to glow. So each one of us, we have this treasure inside, the gold inside, the gold of the perfect purity, the gold of the ultimate happiness. It is not poetic, it is a reality. Each one of us, no matter who you are, say what difficulties that you might be going through, what challenges that you're confronted with. We all have this potential of the ultimate happiness. This is for sure. It's 100% the case. It's not that, okay, somebody like His Holiness the Dalai Lama, his the goal is much bigger, and we, very small goal. This is not the case. In terms of gold, everyone, the Buddha Shakyamuni and we, there's no difference. Tiny insect, a cat, dog, we all have the same potential. But the thing is that while the gold, amount of gold is same, but the difference is this gold mixed with the soil. In our case, the soil is more. So somebody like the Buddha, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, soil is removed. So that's the difference. True inside, there's no difference. We're all the same. So this is a point that we need to keep in mind. So with that in mind, what is meditation? It's a process. It's a process meant to undertake this journey of cleansing the mind of the stains, defilements, so that the true nature of the mind comes out. This is the basic idea. But education is meant to make us happier, but education sometimes can destroy us. Right? We can become so educated and we become so expert in exploiting others. Because of the education, we know how to exploit others. So therefore, likewise, meditation is meant to bring about to create this journey for us, to take us closer towards enlightenment. But then when the meditation can go wrong, it may not be healthy. So therefore, the point is that we need to have a very precise meditation procedures. They're so important. And so this meditation, given that this meditation is to bring about a transformation in one's own mind, and how the 3 points which we are going to discuss later on, known as the the principal paths, or the 3 principal aspects of the path. So there, they say we're going to learn how to bring about this transformation of the mind, and how these 3 points are to be seen as a meditation. And for that matter, we see the meditations of 2 kinds. One is single-pointed meditation, and the other one is analytical meditation. What do you mean by single-pointed and analytical? This is a question. So for that matter, what we need to keep in mind is that say that the metal stains, they cloud, they envelop this treasure. They envelop the treasure because of which the treasure inside is not seen. So the treasure is like being, put to darkness. So this darkness must be eradicated. To eradicate the darkness, the best thing to do is by introducing the light. So say, okay, now I'm following I'm being inspired by the Buddha, and then okay, now I learned that there's a darkness inside, and for example, even external darkness, there's darkness inside. Now I have admiration in the Buddha. Buddha, please remove the darkness. If this is what you expect, if the Buddha is sitting next to you, he'll be very unhappy. He'll be very unhappy, or say there's such an unwise follower. Whereas if you light a candle, he'll be so happy. You've been very realistic, you've been very practical. This is the only way by which we can help ourselves. So the Buddhas and enlightened beings are there to help us to give directions. And our job is to see that these directions make sense to us and then follow, put your own efforts, not expect blessings, and then the next day you are enlightened. This is total, the unhealthy expectations. So with this mind, it is only by lighting the lamp of the wisdom that the darkness can be eliminated. So what is this light? This light, by the very definition, it requires 2 qualities. One is that this light must be very bright. If you are studying for the school exams or college exams, university exams, and then the next day is your exam, and tonight you could burn the midnight oil. So for that matter, then suddenly the power cut, and then you light a candle, and the candle is so feeble, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you. So the light must be very bright, number one. Number two, even though the light is so bright, but from the corner of your house, there's a wind blowing, it's flickery, again it's very disturbing. So the light must be very bright, and it must be very steady. So the brightness is the sharpness of your mind, and the steadiness of the light is the single-pointedness, the power of the stability of your mind. So this mind requires two trainings. For example, how sharp is the mind? How sharp is the mind? Our mind is not really sharp. So, for example, say like the emptiness and so forth is very complicated, which means our mind is not that sharp. Quantum physics is very complicated, right? I expect that I don't attend the university studies in quantum physics, attend one day lecture in quantum physics, and then I get there in 10 minutes, I feel so heavy, it's so boring. So our mind is not sharp. And then our mind is not at all steady. Because, okay, so I should be very focused here, and your mind is distracted by the shopping malls and all these things. It's pulled there, you don't want to go there, but your mind is pulled somehow. So it's not steady. So we need trainings. We need trainings in these two paths. One to build the sharpness, and the other to build the steadiness. To build the sharpness, the meditation required is known as analytical meditation. It is only through analytical exercise that we can sharpen our mind. And the other one is through single-pointed meditation. It is only through training to let your mind still that we can expect to have the stability of the mind. So these are the two things. So what we're doing here, say the first part, which is like 5 minutes, is for the single-pointed meditation, to build the stability of the meditation, and the rest of the time is for the analytical meditation, to learn how to engage in analysis and analytical procedures in order to sharpen your mind. Okay, so for that matter, the first part, which is single-pointed meditation, what we need to keep in mind. Okay, it's a bit like the AC.
Would you like it on?
Yes, and I hope that you won't feel too cold. Okay, so for the single-pointed meditation, the 4 things to keep in mind. 4 things to keep in mind, and those over there, if you feel too cold, you can move here. Okay, 4 things to keep in mind for single-pointed meditation, and for that matter, point number, okay, all four, no matter what meditation that you're doing, let's say, the Zen meditation, or going Vedas meditation, 10-day Vipassana meditation, or say any form of Hindu meditation, Christian meditation, Jewish meditation, Jain meditation, Buddhist meditation, whatever meditation that you're doing, these 4 points, if you miss, all great teachers of any tradition will say that you are not doing a healthy meditation. The 4 points, to make it quick. One is body posture. Number 2 is the focal point. Number 3 is identifying the errors of meditation. Number 4, applying the remedies to overcome the errors. Let me say this again. 1, the body posture. Number 2, the focal point. Number 3, applying the remedies to identifying the errors of meditation. Number 4, applying the remedies to overcome the errors. 4 points. 1, the body posture. Okay, so there are several the paths to this. One is, say, the if possible, see if you can sit cross-legged, which means that the left foot on your right leg, and then the right foot should be on your left leg. So this is the cross-legged position. If you can, this would be very helpful to keep you very alert and fresh all the way through. Say you sit for meditation for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So this would be extremely helpful to keep you alert. One. But if you have knee problems, so forth, don't force yourself. And if you never tried this, you can try this. Don't underestimate yourself. You can try this. And while trying, when you do this, within like 2-3 minutes, you may start feeling pain. The moment you start feeling pain, you can keep it down, release it, and when the pain is gone, again bring it up. You can train it. It's a matter of training. Okay, one. Then number two, which is so important, is backbone upright. Backbone upright. And generally speaking, anybody who's from, let's see, the physical exercise or yoga and so forth, they'll always advise us to sit upright. So in other words, not to sit like this. Sit like this. This is very important posture. And you later on, if you are a little exposed to meditation, you can see the contrast between the two states. Sitting upright like this and sitting with the back like this, you can see the contrast in terms of the freshness of the mind. You sit upright, the mind is much more fresh and the agile, whereas if you sit like this, instantly you can feel the dullness and the heaviness of the mind. So this is how, and I don't want to go into detail about the flow of energy versus the mind. I don't want to go into this the complication as yet. So in other words, just keep straight. That will keep your mind very fresh. Then your head tilted forward a little bit, just a little bit. The next point, which is so important, is keep your eyes half open. Don't close your eyes. Particularly for single-pointed meditation, don't close your eyes. Only when you become an expert in meditation, say like after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you become really expert in meditation, then there are times where you deliberately have to close your eyes and keep everything dark. There are some meditation practices which are very unique. Otherwise, to reach to that level, we have to do the practice with the eyes open. That is so important. And sometimes we say, okay, meditation, close your eyes. It's very nice to say close your eyes. And then people who are so tired after all these whole week work, university program, and so forth, close your eyes, you feel so relaxed, you go to sleep. Okay, this is what happens. So the point is, meditation is not just for to bring to ease. It is a form of the form of exercise to keep your mind deliberately active and alert. And when you close your eyes, okay, I don't want to go into detail. Okay, don't close your eyes, keep your eyes half open. And if you're used to meditation with eyes closed for the last more than 2 years, I would say you're exempted. You're exempted, I'm not responsible. Whereas, if it is not the case, then if you want to say that after leaving this program and you start doing some meditation, and someone asks you, okay, you are doing this meditation, but it's wrong. Who taught you? Then you can say, Geshe, Dorji, Damdul taught me. Right? Then I'll take the whole responsibility. Okay, the point is, don't close your eyes. Just keep your eyes half open, 45 degrees cast down. And then the tip of the tongue should touch the upper palate. Tip of the tongue should touch the upper palate to avoid excessive accumulation of saliva in the mouth. And then breathe naturally. Don't force your breath. Don't control your breath. The right hand on the left hand, tips of the two thumbs joining, forming a triangle. Place the two hands on the laps in a restful state. This is your body posture. Okay. Now of these 7 parts, 1, the body upright. Number 2, eyes not closed. These 2 are the 2 quintessential parts of the meditation posture. The next focal point, what are you going to meditate on? There are so many versions of meditation. What we're going to do is a very simple one. Very simple, yet very effective. Okay. So what we do is that we visualize a very tiny white dot. Tiny white dot, 1 mm or 2 mm in diameter. Tiny white dot between your nose and the upper lip. Okay, just touch the spot. Touch the spot, feel that. Don't look at it, just feel that. This is the spot where you're going to visualize a very tiny dot, white dot, 1 mm or 2 mm in diameter. Okay, then multitasking. While you focus your mind there, between the nose and the upper lip, you are simultaneously counting on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Cycle 1, breathe in, breathe out. Cycle 2. This is what we're going to do for, say, for 2 minutes, which is going to be like, it depends. For some people, it may be like 60 cycles, for others 70, 80, 90, and 100 is fine. If it goes beyond 150, you have to go to the hospital to check something must be wrong with you. So in 2 minutes, 150 and more, if the cycle is more than 150, it's not, which means that you have some problem with your health. This is what we have to take care of. Otherwise, from 70 to like 100, 110, 120 is okay. Okay, this is your focal point. Number 3, so important. Number 3, number 4, particularly number 3 and 4, so important for any form of meditation. Number 3, identifying the errors of meditation. Identifying the errors. In the process of meditation, mistakes, you can make mistakes, errors. So what mistakes can creep in? What mistakes? What errors can creep in? Two kinds of errors. One is laxity, and the other one is excitement. Laxity. Laxity meaning the mind becomes sloppy, mind becomes heavy, mind becomes lethargic, mind becomes, mind feels sinking, just feeling sleepy, heaviness. This is laxity. And the other one is mental excitement, overactivity of the mind. Your mind is simply being pulled by the shopping malls, and then the birthday parties, and so forth, whatever. So your mind is being pulled by this work, that work, and so forth. So that is overexcitement of your mind, meaning excitement and laxity. Should these two things happen, then no need to freak. Go for number 4. Number 4 is apply the remedies to overcome the errors. Apply the remedies. What are the remedies? Twofold. Remedies twofold. Introspection and mindfulness. Introspection and mindfulness. Say a mind which is meditating. This mind is like your pet dog. This mind is like your pet dog. Pet dogs should be around you. Whereas once in a while, if you look at the pet dog and if the pet dog disappears, your job is to go and search for the pet dog. First go and search for the pet dog. This is introspection. Your mind is not on the meditation, right? It is all run away or start to sleep. So your job is to first look for what your mind is doing, what the pet dog is doing. That is introspection, number 1. With the introspection, you come to realize that, okay, now you're already in the shopping mall. The pet dog is already in the shopping mall. Then use the rope of the mindfulness. Next is the mindfulness, rope of the mindfulness. Tie the dog with the mindfulness, the rope of the mindfulness, and bring it back home and tie it to the pillar at home. Likewise, once you find your mind is distracted, then use the rope of the mindfulness to bring it back, tie the mind with the mindfulness, and then bring it back and tie it to the pillar of the focal point. Tie it there, and again meditate. If your mind is slipping, sloppy, heaviness, again bring it back, make it active, and tie it to the pillar, and make it active. Okay, so for that matter, the remedies, twofold, introspection and mindfulness. Okay, to go over again, a body posture, two most important things: body upright, eyes not closed. 1. Focal point, tiny white dot between those upper lip, and multitasking, counter breath, breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breathing in and out of the constitute 1 cycle. So it will be like 100 cycles, around 100 cycles. Then the errors of the meditation, twofold: laxity and excitement. And then the remedy is twofold: introspection, mindfulness. Okay, ready? Okay, instead of 2 minutes, we will do for 5 minutes. Ready?